Hi, everybody. This is Colleen, your STAR director, and this call is for STAR and Superstar consultants within Beantown Accent. So this is for everybody in our entire group. And so at this title, you guys are pretty close to promoting to director. And by this time, I want to say that you should be very well underway with knowing where your sales are coming from. And every month hitting at least your 500 PRV, bare minimum. I think that that's not something that I need to go over with you guys. I think you know what to do. Whether you choose to do it or not is completely up to you, but I think you guys know what to do. And just to reiterate with you guys, partying is not just about sales, it's about meeting new people. Because once you stop meeting new people, then you stop having people to book parties with, you stop having more people to offer the opportunity with, to follow up with, to spoil, to give customer service to. So partying is also part of networking, which is so important. Today, let me just tell you guys, we're going to be doing this for a few months moving forward. We're going to give it a solid few months to see how the groups go. So I want to really kind of dig in to a lot of leadership things with you guys, to really get you guys into a duplication mindset and help work with you guys on specific things like pulling reports and how to identify leaders on your team and how to work with them closely, because we're also, I think the next call I'm going to talk about recruiting and sponsoring, and they're two different things, but I think that's what we're going to talk about next. So today, I want to talk about consistent systems, okay? Because this does go hand in hand with duplication, and your business is always going to come first, no matter what. If your sales aren't, if you haven't identified where your sales are coming from the month of or the month coming up, like right now, you should be working on, maybe you're still filling holes for May, but you should also be working on June, because you want to be able to get paid at title. You don't want to just promote to star or superstar consultant and never hit it again. Okay. And as you promote and climb up the compensation ladder, you're going to make more money. You're going to make higher percentages off of your consultants and your team based on their title, and your title, with bonuses. So it's really important that you don't just hit that promotion one time and you kind of get there by accident. You want to be intentional. So sales obviously is the first leg of success, and it always comes first. So do you guys have systems that you work on daily? Okay. There are things that I do every single day, and it depends on the three legs of success. Sales first. So when I sit down, I think, are all of my holes filled for May? I have a calendar and a planner. That is my go-to. When I go downstairs to my computer and have my coffee, I open up my planner and I log in my numbers for the day. Every single day, I log in my numbers. I log in my PRV, my GWV, my TWV, my active frontline number, my group size, and my team size. I do that every single day, and I can compare month to month, same day, year to year. I mean, it is such an amazing tool. So I think that that is something that I do first thing in the morning. That's part of my system. I do it every day. Okay. And then depending on, I can't tell you, I used to have more of a schedule, a planned schedule. Like Mondays, I would do follow up. Tuesdays, I would do sales. And under sales is also follow up, and, all these different subcategories. But I found that that didn't work for me, because if I didn't, within that time frame of work on Monday, fill all the holes in my calendar, I didn't want to wait till the following week to book parties. Okay. So what I do is I sit down every day, log in my numbers. And when I look at my calendar, when I open up my planner, I have identified days, I highlight them with a highlighter. I identify the days, excuse me, that I can book online parties. And I do 30-minute blocks. So once I look at my calendar, if all of those holes aren't filled, then I know that's what I'm going to do today when I work is I'm going to book parties. I'm going to reach out to people. I'm going to send out personal messages, individual messages, mass emails, mass texts, incentives, all different things. I'm going to reach out to former hosts, whatever it is that I need to do to book those parties and get those holes filled. Okay. So that is something, it kind of goes on my, um, it goes every day based on my need and my productivity, really. I mean, so the first leg of success is sales. So every day when you sit down, you shouldn't be thinking about what you have to do for work or what it is that you need to do. You don't know what to do. Sales, go right to sales. Do you know where your sales are coming from for the month? Because as a star and a superstar consultant, you don't, in order to promote to director, in order to grow your team, in order to do anything at this point in time with that title, star or superstar, you really need to have your sales at least 500 bare minimum. I mean, I think that you guys could definitely push a little bit further, especially if you're looking to actually build a business. Don't settle for 500. 500 is just the bare minimum requirement to get paid at title and promote. Aim for more, okay? Because sometimes I see people missing getting paid at title over nothing, okay? Over nothing. So make sure you know where your sales are coming from. And that is kind of my system. My system is that I see where I am and I go by the 3 legs of success. Now, if my sales are good and my parties are booked for the month, then I move on to sponsoring. I'm going to follow up with people that I have had conversations with that were kind of on the fence. And listen, you guys, write their names down. People that you are thinking about reaching out to, people that you think have a want or a need, people that you spoke to a year ago, whatever it is, write their names down because listen, we're humans. First of all, we're women. Some of us have children and we forget. As much as you're going to say like, oh, I'll remember that I spoke to them. Trust me, I have forgotten a million times. I do it all the time still. And I have, if my planner is not sitting in front of me with their names on them, I will totally forget to follow up with these people. Okay. And so that is part of my system. Okay. Is that I have to write their names down. And then once I know my sales are good and my parties are filled, then I move on to recruiting. Okay. And that's how it has to be. And so I want to talk to you guys also about follow-up. So again, is there a system in place for your follow-up? Now, a lot of people say, they don't know what to do for follow-up or they're not getting a lot of orders with follow-up. Follow-up to create a good system with PRV, it takes time, okay? I probably get 500 PRV, anywhere from 500, 700 to 800 PRV a month from follow-up alone. But I've been doing this 5 years and, I will, when I'm reaching out to people about sales, about booking parties, a lot of times I may get no for booking a party, but I'll get an order instead. And so I place all my random orders, you know what I mean, under my own name. That's how I get my Scentsy free and half off. But I do have a system of following up. So this is what I want to tell you. As far as follow-up goes, anybody that places an order with me right away, I email them right then and there and I say thank you. And keep your eye open. You will be receiving something in the mail from me the beginning of the following month. So it doesn't matter if somebody orders from me on May 1st, they're not going to get a handwritten thank you from me until June 1st because I need to simplify my business. Okay. And the reason why I need to simplify my business is because this business is about freedom and choice. And the simpler and easy I can make my business, the happier I'm going to be. And there's really no need to overcomplicate it. There really isn't. What works is what works. And it's the 3 legs of success. but also where you are as a star and a superstar consultant, you simplifying your business is going to be crucial in creating duplication for your team. Okay. So the quicker and easier you can get down your 3 legs of success broken down into systems that you do consistently that work, okay, that's going to be easy for you to teach somebody else how to do. Okay. But if you're doing things different all the time, and if you're not doing them consistently, guys, you're not going to be able to show your teams how to do that. That's not going to create duplication, because whatever you do, however you teach your team is how they're going to teach theirs. Okay. So really sit down and think about how you are working your business first and foremost. Okay. And tonight's topic is consistent systems. At this point in the game, okay, I'm sure you know that consistency is key. What you do all the time is what creates results, not what you do once in a while. Little things every day. Guys, I do like one income producing activity a day. So I'll focus on booking parties, or I'll focus on follow up, or I'll focus on, you know, recruiting and following up with people for recruiting. I'm not doing parties and recruiting and follow up and, team mail and all that stuff in one day. So even if you are strapped for time, you need to know what you're doing when you sit down. That's why it's important to go by the 3 legs of success and to have a system in place. So if you do have something in place that you're trying, but it's not working, and you've given it a good month or two, then try something new. But if it's working, that's your system. Keep doing it. So what I'm going to say about tonight is that you need to reflect on your own business to figure out what systems you have in place right now for knowing where your sales are coming from every single month. Okay. Because again, you cannot get paid a title or promote if you're not getting bare minimum 500 PRV in every month. And I'm not talking about, you miraculously have 500 PRV coming in from maybe follow-up orders, or, you're getting it in by the skin of your teeth at the last day of the month. Because as a star and superstar consultant, again, it goes back to also parties aren't just for parties. They're also for networking and meeting new people. I'm sure we're all meeting people in lots of different ways, right? Like I meet people at my children's, activities. Declan plays hockey and baseball, and Catherine does horseback riding and cheerleading and hip hop. And so I'm obviously meeting new people, right? But not enough, or not enough people in a time frame that I can build a connection with, to add them to my social media, and then to ask them if they want to place an order or book a party or anything like that. As a star and superstar consultant, director and above, and I'm putting you guys in the same place, because whether you have a team of, you're a superstar consultant with a team of 4 or a team of 20, your stuff comes first. Okay, you have to get your business down first, because what we really need to get into with these calls for these titles in particular, is duplication and building leaders. Okay, and you cannot build leaders if you are not working your business consistently, walking the walk, talking the talk. Like I'm telling you guys, and if up until this point, or this conversation that you're hearing from me, if you haven't been as consistent as you should be or want to be, do it now. Okay. And really think about the systems that you have in place, only under the guides of the 3 legs of success. Okay. So, and I want you to look at your systems and think, is there a way for me to simplify these systems? Because I was doing team recognition weekly. When I first became a director, I would try to send mail out all the time. Just anytime I thought of it or saw something good going on, I would send out mail every week. I was also sending out customer thank yous. customer service and follow up and happy mail for my customers weekly, daily, every other day, whenever, right? That is absolute nonsense. So I do have a schedule, and this goes along with systems. Think about what you do and what is actually income producing, the 3 legs of success, but also, samples. I don't consider samples income producing, but I do feel that they are important. I do them once a month. So here we go. I want you to look at your income producing activities, things that are an absolute necessary part of your business as well. And I want you to look at things that you need to do daily, things that you need to do weekly, maybe bi-weekly and monthly, and make columns on a piece of paper and write down, like I do mail outs for my customers and my team once a month. I went from doing it multiple times a week to once a month. Okay. Again, my customers place an order. I get that email notification. I press the hyperlink, email them right back. Thank you so much. Then I send them a handwritten thank you with like a sample or whatnot. Okay. And I have a customer VIP page that I'm communicating with them in every day. Okay. So they see me and I do raffles and fun things anyways. So it's not like they're not hearing from me. They have been, a lot of them have been customers of mine and know that they'll get a handwritten thank you in the mail the following month. They just know that, right? So I'm saying this out of love and experience. Simplify your business the best that you can, because the more complicated and the more steps it takes for you to teach your team to reach success, the harder it's going to be for them to want to promote, to want to be a leader, and want to put in the effort. It's going to be too confusing. It's going to be too much work. And a lot of people in this business have multiple jobs and children, are tired or spread thin with time. So simplifying systems and doing them consistently is going to be your ace card. Okay. So that's something that I want you guys to think about, and not necessarily homework, but I want you guys to actually do this work and write down things that you can break down. Write down things that you don't necessarily need to do. Focus just on the 3 legs of success, which is sales, and then the subcategories of sales, follow up, and then recruiting. Okay. Recruiting, joint opportunity conversations, prospecting, and then training new teammates, training seasoned consultants, and training yourself. Okay. So that's the 3 legs of success. And that's all you need to think about. You don't need to think about anything else. Okay. So right now, while we're doing these group trainings, forget about the flyers, forget about all of those things, guys. I want you to perfect your craft. And that is just the income producing activities that will help you see results. And when you start seeing results upon results upon results, your team is going to see that. Okay. And when you make things simple and easy for yourself, you're going to enjoy this business more. Your team is going to see that, and they will want your job. Okay. You want your team to want your job. If you are complaining or making it look hard or overcomplicated, they're not going to want your job. Okay. So I need you to simplify. I need you to be consistent, and I need you to really break down your systems. Okay. So work on that. Let me know what you come up with. If you want to talk about it, send me a message. And if you don't, that's okay too. But these are the things that we're going to be going over to help you as a star and superstar consultant promote, climb up the compensation ladder, make more money, and grow your team to create an organization, not just a team, but an organization. Okay, you guys, hope you have a great night, and I will talk to you next week. Next month. I'll talk to you later.